Antonio Cucho from the
ICIA,
Institute of Investigative Journalists.
International Consortium.
International Consortium Investigative Journalists. All right, please, round of applause.
Well, hi guys. I'm Antonio Cucho. I work as a web developer at the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists. Who don't know who we are the guys behind the implant files and Panama Papers. I'm sure all of you hear about it. So yeah, we are quite big in the end, but we are a small and strong team. So, but today I would like to explain my previous work when I was working for Univision News, like 8 months ago. I'm from Peru. I moved to the US in 2016, and I started working as a data journalist, and after that as a data visualization. One challenge we always have is like create something different to tell a story. So today I would like to explain how we build math-based storytelling for news. Like we did this example. This was the first we built, and after that we use different sounds. So I think you will find this really helpful and reusable. So please, next slide. Okay, so this was the story, finally. The story was about the Guatemala's Fuego volcano. There was an eruption the last June 1st, the last year. We needed to create something to explain what happened in that moment. So what we did basically was create a storytelling format. We call this a storytelling format. Yeah, like the user can scroll and can see different data. And I'm going to explain how we did this. Next verse. So what we knew about the Guatemala's volcano Fuego. As I told you, on June 1st, the Fuego volcanoes erupted, and they covered like more than 3 or 4 communities around the volcano. More than 190 people died, and it's more than 200. I think the number is more, but 200 people have been reported missing. The next please. So what data and resources we cover? So as graphics team, we used to cover different natural disasters. We used to have a lot of experience covering hurricanes. We in Univision, the main office is in Miami, so we are in a hurricane cone since August until November every year. So we need to be ready. We create different scripts to automate the creation of maps for hurricanes. But in this case, where we went to find the data. So first we check the Copernicus satellite. This is the European Union observation program, and they have the emergency managed service. So after every natural disaster, they start a web page. The next please, and they put all the information available of this. They take a satellite photograph of the places. At that moment, they didn't have too much information because it was one day after we started to build the story for this. The next please. So we went to the Geospatial Observatory from Guatemala too. So we have different issues when we try to get the data, because maybe most of you are cartographers, about the projections, and there was different projections. We import this after and wasn't working. The next please. So we found the USGS report who talked about the Fuego volcano. This was a report for the 21, I think so, and they explain all the hazard volcano zones and why the communities around there should never be there. The next. And also we found, official reports from the Guatemala's emergency service. We found pictures, a lot of pictures from social media, and some pictures from press agencies. The next please. So, what was our toolbox to do this? these guys made the day, obviously. We work a lot with cookies. We are really well in Python and GeoData. And in this case, Python and GeoData, you can use it to create automatization tools, to create maps, it's pretty easy. And after that, Illustrator, HTML, and JavaScript to make the interaction between the scrolling. So first, after we get all the data, we start to analyze all of this data into cookies. So we use this plugin, which is really helpful, the quick services. So this plugin imports a base map from different services like Google Maps, Bing, OpenStreetMaps. And we also use the Google Street View to go into all the land, all the communities who've been covered. So after that, we start to exploring. We saw all the data in QGIS, but after that, we was trying to make something like better to explain. So we use the digital elevation model and with the 3D map view from cookies to make this view. In this case, the next please. And after that, we start to playing with every layer we get until we have like a better result. The next please. So after we start to play with the 3D maps, we have a screenshot and we import this into Illustrator. So some basic elements in my case, maybe some of you have more, but in this case we identify like 4 basic elements as the legends, as the locator maps, the skybar, and labels over the map to be more specific and explain better the story. Next please. Other thing we used was a leader line to put more information over the map, like pictures, and also this is really helpful for the user because the user can understand better all the context of the data you are showing. Obviously helps to compare all the data on all the layers what you are putting in the map. The next please. So this is the funniest part, how we did this make this project. Like maybe some of you say like no, this is difficult. It's not. The next please. Basically we identify the scroll of the user. We put a trigger element, which is this HTML with all the content, and the Y position. So basically we change the static image of the map in the background. We change every time the user crosses over a trigger. The next one, please. So this is a second example of what we did after we made this story. 5 days after, we tell a similar story using locations of protests in Nicaragua. They put some barriers around the city, so we use that data and the same format to explain this story. The next one, well, if you want to talk more about maps, if you have any question or any recommendation to make this better, please write me and contact me on Twitter. Thank you.
Questions? Any questions? Are you going to stay around?
Yeah.
Good. So the fun happens after the talk. All right, thank you very much, Antonio.
Thanks so much.
Round of applause again.